was a unanimous decision. This was brought by Nancy Pelosi and her group. It just came out a few minutes ago. So I'll be reading it on the helicopter, but it was a total win. This was brought by 230 Democrats in Congress on emoluments. It was another phony case, and we won it 3-0. We won it unanimously. Yeah. That was a false report. I have a great relationship with Mick. I have a great relationship with Mark, and it's false. Well, I'm not happy with him. You think I'm supposed to be happy with him? I'm not. They'll make that decision. You'll be hearing. They'll make a decision.
On the way out?
They're going to be making that decision. I don't understand. I can't hear you. You have to speak loud. Well, we were abused by the FISA process. There's no question about it. We were seriously abused by FISA, by what they did and by what they signed and who signed. It's a terrible thing that happened. And we were absolutely abused, as per your question. Yeah. Well, you'll see. I mean, we'll see what happens.
I haven't heard from you about your thoughts about
Well, I thought it was a terrible thing when she ripped up the speech. First of all, it's an official document. You're not allowed. It's illegal what she did. She broke the law. But I haven't been asked a question other than a lot of people that viewed it. They couldn't believe that she did it. I thought it was terrible. I thought it was very disrespectful to the chamber, to the country. And, you know, look, I got very high marks on the speech, and I didn't know she did it until I was walking out, and some of the congressmen and women were saying, can you believe what she did? But I didn't know she did it. Well, I think there's a lot of evil on that side. They've gone crazy. They've gone totally crazy. It's too bad. I've gotten tremendous amounts done, more than anybody's gotten done in 3 years, by far. But they're not constructive people. Well, I do work with Democrats. I work with everybody, but that group is, you know, they say Trump derangement syndrome. They've got it. They've got a bad case of it. You saw that. That was on display the other night when she ripped up the speech. That was terrible. It was a terrible, so disrespectful to our country, and actually very illegal what she did. Yeah, I gave the answer. That was a bull.
Manufacturing accidents for the same felony crime in all 50 states. Does the administration intend to go after Adam Schiff?
Well, I mean, I have to say this. We just came out with fantastic job numbers. I think it was 230,000 or something thereabouts, which was much higher than projection. So jobs continue to be great. Our country continues to do great. I'm now going to North Carolina. Some of you maybe are coming, but the jobs report just came out, and it's great. No. These people, they're their own people. I'm not their boss, and I don't think they've done anything as far as I know. But it's very sad what happened with the Bidens, and it's also very sad how he's doing in the polls. Now I understand the votes are fried in Iowa. They couldn't even take a simple tabulation, and yet they're telling you how to run the country and how to run health care. I think they fried their votes on computer. Think of it, all the money that the Democrats spent, and the votes are fried. They have no idea who won. They have no idea. But I'll tell you who won on the Republican side. They accounted for every single vote, and it was a lot of votes. It was a record-setting number of votes. Trump won. Well, you don't know what happened in Iowa, because if you look, I mean, they're essentially tied, but they couldn't keep tabulation of their vote. Everybody's a threat. I view everybody as a threat. I even view John as a threat. You never know. That's wet. Yeah. No, China's working very hard. Late last night, I had a very good talk with President Xi, and we talked mostly about the coronavirus. They're working really hard, and I think they're doing a very professional job. They're in touch with our world organization, CDC also. We're working together, but World Health is working with them. CDC is working with them. I had a great conversation last night with President Xi. It's a tough situation. I think they're doing a very good job. I think that China will do a very good job. They should, because it was a hoax. That's a very good question. Should they expunge the impeachment in the House? They should, because it was a hoax. It was a total political hoax. You know what's going to unify the country, and it's already unified in a lot of ways? All you have to do is look at our crowds and look at our support. What unifies it is the great success. Our country today is more successful than it has ever been, and that's unifying the country.